Welcome back everyone to my channel. I'm here once again playing Feed the Beast Infinity. Okay, I'm going to jump right into it. If you notice, I'm wearing new armor. I've acquired the Wyvern Set from Draconic Evolution, which basically the most expensive ingredient in that set is nether stars. Okay, I went ahead and made reinforced obsidian here. Okay, and this stuff here is it's witherproof. See where it says reinforced obsidian witherproof, which means the blasts from the wither can't destroy it. And inside this 3x3 cube, in the very center is an air hole, an air block. That way the wither can't get out. Basically, this is the trick I use to get my nether stars. So you would just do your normal blop blop blop, and then plant the, I wonder if it'll still plant. Just a second. Oh, still getting used to the speed on this thing. But you throw him up inside. See, I got my bow. See, so he's trapped in here. He will not be able to escape. Okay, he's stuck in there. So you're free to shoot him up. And it only takes, I believe it's 9 hours to make the full set, including the flux capacitor. So yeah, pretty simple. As you can see, I got my nether star and my miniature yellow heart. Pretty sweet, pretty easy. This is the one step before you make a fully automated one, but it's manual, but it does the job. Oh yeah. I also made one of these cool things here. Right here, the enhanced charm of dislocation. So lets me teleport around. So that's the end, town, dome. I'm calling it the dome, even though it's going to be a sphere. Whatever. So I set up this new spawner up here. It's the Ender IO one instead of the other one. I forget who makes it, but so instead of costing essence, now it just costs power. And with the highest upgrade, it takes like 15,000 a tick or so. So it's quite a bit. But with my big reactor down there, I'm keeping up, no problem. So all the essence from both of those farms, I'm just pooling into here for now. And I'm also having a weird problem with this. It's still showing that there's 0 buckets, even though there's clearly, there's a fair bit in there. This is the iron tank. Maybe I shouldn't have used the iron tank, I don't know. But yeah, this is the problem I'm having right now. I don't know if I can take it out or not either. Let's see if I can get a bucket. Yeah. Let's see if I have a bucket in here. Yeah, I do. So I'm going to see if I can take this essence out. If not, then I might have to... Oh yeah, I can take it out. No problem. Can I put it back? Yeah. So it's just not showing me how much I have. I don't know why. But as you can see, I got a new little tower built up here. I'm going to be taking all this down. It's not very pretty. Okay. I always said that this was intermediate here. So I'm going to go for what's going to be my end game crafting system here. I got 3 of the pulverizers, 3 of the alloy smelters, 3 of the redstone for an eye, and another alloy smelter. What? Oh, I got 6 alloy smelters. Uh oh. not a big deal. I'll figure something to switch those other ones out too. It's just a waste of materials, that's all. But for each of these, in order to set up an auto crafting system, you need to have the import and export buses on. Okay, and because you have two, see, we have the import bus, or export bus here, and the import bus here. And because you have two, they each take up a channel. You see that? They each take up a channel. So what I had to do here was set up a subnetwork for them. See here, I got, how come it doesn't tell me how many channels I have there? It's supposed to, I think. But anyway, you can see I have open slots, these black bars have. And this is at 7. I'll see, on this one it says 7 of 8 channels. And this one, for whatever reason, doesn't want to tell me. But in any case, here we are. So to create a subnetwork, all you need, it all depends on the direction of your storage. So my storage is it's over there, like down. It's down underground. So because I'm going this way to my storage, is the direction you have to set up your your cables here. So I got my crafting monitor down here. You can see everything's online. And if you ever, it's always a good idea to carry around a crafting terminal, or even just any terminal where you can actually access your storage, just to see if everything's working. Because if something happened where I was down there at this terminal and I could see everything, but if for whatever reason you mixed up this the storage bus and the ME interface, if you mix them around, these pulverizers here would not be able to see your storage. So they would not automatically pull anything out because it wouldn't see anything So if you ever want to know if it's working properly, you can just carry this around with you and put it on a cable that has an empty channel, and then here, so you can see everything that's inside of it. So it's always a good idea to have that around because it'll save you a lot of running back and forth. Oop. Yeah, I'm going to continue working on this. It's a work in progress. You can see here I'm using brick covers to hide the ME cable coming up, and then I have facades. If you just hold your wrench in your hand, you can see through all the facades. Right, so you can see where I've run the power. I'm gonna have everything hidden away as best I can. What else was I here to talk about today? Oh yes, I also have, as you know, I have these passive, or these mob spawners going here. And I actually unhooked my deleting system over there for getting rid of junk items. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I set that up. I don't do a lot of crafting or anything like that on camera because I personally don't find it interesting. So I always think that nobody else is going to find it interesting either. So crafting terminal. Interface. Oh, I need a storage bus. So, got this here. Bloop, bloop. So same as up here, where we have the storage bus on the receiving end, and the interface on the seeing end, I guess you could call it. Grab some smart cable. Bump, bump, bump. Let's move it. It's got to come up one. I wonder if that's too close. So we get our trash can. Bump. Bump. Yeah, so it's storage bus and interface. Sorry, sometimes I even forget. I gotta go back and look. So let's put that right here. So we'll go storage bus, interface, and then we just got to get these fuzzy cables, or these quartz fibers, and then 2 of these. Actually, I probably only need 1 because they're so close, but let's see. So you just hook these up now. Bubble. Let's see, this one here doesn't have any power. None of the channels are being used up yet, so I'm going to go ahead and put down the export bus on top. Okay. Then the only thing we have to do now is finish hooking up the smart cable. Like that. Uh-oh. I should plug that hole up. Awesome. So these little quartz fiber cables, they allow you to hook up these one smart cable to another, so it'll pull power from your network to a subnetwork without moving data. Okay, so if you just do one of those, see it shows up 3 channels, 1 channel for the storage bus and 1 channel for each of these export bus. So now all I should have to do is come over here. Oh, like I said before, you could always carry on a crafting terminal or something just to see how it's online. I can see all my inventory. That means it's working. Oh, since it's working, I can do it right from here. So if I go ahead and let's look for leather. So we did get some leather pants and a leather tunic. So, see, we have 1 more of each in here and 1 of each in our inventory, which is perfect. So if I add in, oh, I'm going to see if I can get more of those cards. I should have them in stock here. Card. Let's just go with a couple of capacity cards. You don't need to go super duper fast because we shouldn't be getting the items that fast. So let's just put a couple of capacity cards in here. And if you put in the leather pants, oh, it needs the fuzzy upgrade. That's right. So let's go with the fuzzy upgrades. 1, 2. Okay. So if you put a fuzzy upgrade in here, you see how this little popped up? This little menu popped up. Oh. See right here? This little menu pops out. So you match any. So you can match any. So if I put a pair of leather pants in here, it'll pull out any quality of leather pants. So see how this one here has like, I don't know, 15-20% of its damage remaining. So it'll pull out any leather pants no matter what the damage is. But you could also modify this to say if it's you know, like different damage values on it to keep it, or like to keep it in your inventory. But I'm not interested in keeping any of these right now, so I'm just going to be avoiding all of them. Same as this leather tunic. So remember how I had 1 of each in here? Let's go ahead and look. Leather, see, they're both gone. So I can put these in here. See, I pulled it out right away. Give it a second because I didn't put any speed upgrades. There we go. Gone. Gone. Perfect. But of course there's so many different items. Like if I were to type in gold right now, I probably got a bunch of gold items too. Yeah, so I got gold pants and more gold boots. So once again, you just come in here, put this in here so it'll pull it out of your system automatically. And then you can go dump them in, and then for no time at all it'll delete them. The reason why you don't want these clogging up your inventory is that each piece of those armor takes up its own slot, right? So if you have a 64K storage, here I'll show you something. I'll show you right over here. So if you have a 64K storage, see how this says 6 types of 63 types? Right here. So if it says 66 out of 63 types, but you see how many bytes I could hold of each? So I could hold 65,000 or so bytes of each type. But because those pieces of armor each take up its own type, and the damage values are usually always different, you would fill up your system in no time with that junk armor. So it's a good idea to either set up a system like that for either getting rid of them or storing them like in a normal chest. Like, if I wanted to keep those pieces of armor, I could just replace these with chests, and it would pull. I could use the same thing with the fuzzy, and I could pull those pieces of armor out and into chests out over here. That way I could sort through all the enchants and stuff like that at my leisure, which I might be doing actually, because I need enchantments for this. And if you don't know about these pieces of armor, is that if you open up the GUI for it, and if you just click on one of them, oh, I'm going to go back and pick one I have an enchantment on. So if you go into the inventory, on this right hand side, this is where you can add and take off enchantments. So you can take off a book. See, I got projectile protection. So if I exit out, then enchantment is gone. But if I just open up the GUI again, click on that, click in item inventory, take that projectile protection, put it back on. There we go. See, projectile protection 4 is back on, which is super sweet, super handy. Saves a lot of time, like, because if you don't know how to use that mod and you're for some reason sticking with let's say you're sticking with vanilla, I don't know, maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't, I don't know. But if you're sticking with vanilla, you're going to be going through a lot of levels, just leveling up new, like enchanting all the time. So it's always a good idea to keep that, keep those pieces of armor on you. Because once you get the books you need, you have them forever. Like, as long as you don't mess up and delete them, or when you go to upgrade to the actual draconic armor, this set right here, the draconic armor here, you would just take all those books off, because you'll see how it requires your chest plate. So you would take all your enchantments off before you do that. Otherwise you'll lose them all. I also got I got the bow, the sword, and the pickaxe. It doesn't have a shovel. I don't know why. But if you look at the bottom right hand corner or left hand corner, you can choose your size. So you can choose to mine out a 1x1, or you can just shift. For me, it's shift right click, and you can mine out a 3x3, which is super cool. I love it. I love it. It's actually what helped me take out the cap of the mountain here, and it's what's inspired me to get rid of all this ugliness. So between this episode here and next episode, I'm going to be working on this tower to try to set it up as best as I can for auto crafting. Okay, I'm not too sure how to set up priority. See, because these alloy smelters, it take 3 different ingredients. And if I set it up to auto smelt for, just say, draconium ingots. No, not, that's a bad example. If I say dark steel. Because dark steel, I'll just show you the recipe really quick. So for dark steel, so for a dark steel ingot, you need these 3 items: the iron ingot, pulverized coal, and obsidian. So I'll still have to figure out how to set it up where my system will maybe keep 2,000 in stock at any given time, and once it drops below 2,000, to request these smelters to kick on and smelt me up however many I'm short, right? Because if I have it going all the time, I'm either going to be out of obsidian, out of iron, or out of coal at any given time, because these things will be going ham and using up all my resources. So I'll have to figure that out. I'm sure there's an online video for everything. It's just how it goes. And for these cables here, I chose to just use these covers. They're pretty easy. Oh my. An on-camera fail, of course. I should be able to take it out. Don't wreck anything. Come on. There we go. I'm not sure why that happened, but yeah. So this is super easy to use. Hides it nice. See, you don't get a weird, it's a smooth texture, looks just natural, right? Except for on the inside you got your cords and cables. Yeah, it's gonna be super sweet. But I think that's everything I needed to show you. I'm hoping to have this all cleaned up and looking natural again by next episode. But between then and now, I'll have this figured out. Hopefully, I'll have this figured out to where it'll do it automatically without me having to input anything. And then I'm thinking about putting another tower over here, and that's where I'll have all my assemblers, an assembly tower over here, and then maybe a computing tower over here, because those two 16K computers aren't going to hack it anymore. Like, I don't even like using them because they're so underpowered. So I'm going to try get this set up over here with 64K computers, maybe even 2 or 3 of them if I can, or just one great big one, I don't know. But I'll see what I can do about that. But I think that's going to be everything for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.